Leukemia and Lymphoma Society has been around since 1949, and since then they have helped hundreds of thousands of people afflicted with both types of cancers, especially through their Light the Night walk. And here to talk about details of what Light the Night is Aisha Smith, campaign manager for Light the Night. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about this. Light the Night, I've heard of it. This is a nationwide thing, but also done here locally.
Yes.
Okay, so what is it exactly?
We're going into our 15th year, and we've been lucky. We were actually part of the pilot program locally, so this is going to be our 15th walk.
Oh, fantastic.
It's a fundraising campaign, like many walks are.
Yeah.
And we've raised about $1.2 million locally. We raised over $200,000 last year, and we have the ambitious goal of raising $250,000 this year.
Wow,
so
that's a lot. That's a lot, but it sounds like it can be done. If locally we've raised $2 million so far in the 15 years.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's we have Champions for Cures, which is anyone who raises $100 or more gets a wristband that gives them dinner, commemorative T-shirt, and a lighted lantern to carry during our walk.
Yeah, a little incentive there, right?
And $100 isn't hard.
So Light the Night, let's talk about, this is actually something that's happening at night. This is kind of what makes, by the way, this event unique, right? Talk to us about what happens during the walk.
So our walk is, we actually walk after sunset because people carry lighted lanterns. We have 3 colors. We carry gold if you're remembering a lost loved one. White is carried by anyone who has survived or is in treatment for cancer. And then red is carried by everyone who's supporting them. So for maximum impact, we wait till the sun has set. And last year and this year we're at the pit, and it's absolutely amazing the footage that we have walking around the pit with the lighted lanterns. And the
I know, I've seen some of it, and I think we're looking at some footage right there. It certainly lights up the night sky.
Yes,
it's a beautiful, beautiful sight. Since 1949, we've been doing this across the country.
The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society was actually started by 2 parents who lost their daughter to leukemia in 1949.
Okay.
And
so that's when the society
was formed. Yeah, the walk's 15 years old, so it's relatively one of our newer campaigns. You've got to stay fresh to raise money.
You know, Aisha, what is the outlook here in New Mexico for folks who are fighting cancer?
It depends really on what type of blood cancer you have and what age you are. And
leukemia is a bloodborne.
Yes, leukemia, often thought of as a childhood disease, is actually a blood cancer.
Right.
Lymphoma is a blood cancer. Myeloma is a blood cancer, and there's tons of different types.
The difference between lymphoma and the latter one that you mentioned?
Myeloma?
Myeloma.
They're all blood cancers, but the major differences is going to be how they attack the body.
Wow. Gosh.
So there's a ton of
That's interesting. Yeah, and you're right. We often associate the leukemia with a childhood cancer. Do you have an idea of what, the overcoming these type of cancers? I mean, obviously we know that there's no real cure right now, but how are we doing in terms of, fighting through this?
Well, most of our funds actually go to research right now, and I highly encourage, I don't have the video, I didn't bring it, but to Google Fire with Fire, Dr. Yoon in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
It's actually getting fast-tracked to go through clinical trials, and we're going to fund him with a total of $21 million. He actually restructured the HIV virus to use as a serial killer cell to attack cancer cells.
Wow.
So chemo and radiation attack everything, which is why people have hair loss and all of the awful side effects. His therapy only attacks cancer cells.
Interesting.
And so there was a girl, Emma, on this video, and she was dying, and it was her 3rd bout, and she was going to die, and so they did this, and she's actually alive.
Oh my word!
With no cancer.
Wow.
She woke up after they did the treatment, and she had no cancer cells in her body. So
proof that the research being done is so crucial, so significant. Please help out if you can. Let's talk about real quick the details of this event. Happening in October, right?
Yes.
So this is why we want you to know about it now, so you can plan ahead, get registered for it. This information on your screen is what folks need to know, right, Aisha?
And you can register at lightthenight.org.
Okay.
And we want we're promoting it early so you have as much time to fundraise as possible.
Okay, the event happening October 26th. Get online. We have the link on our website, making it easy for you to access the information. Just go to casa.com, click on the